Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Seattle.
Walker with another carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
They snap it to Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. To the 22-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this is what you wanted to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now they're this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Now he's free at the 35. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Geno. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Brown goes in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I knew they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 27 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
On first down, Smith. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks.
Walker now on first and 10. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now Geno on first down. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
This a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
In motion left comes Brown. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Smith now on second down. This is the tight end fan. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are on the field, this is an offense that will take its shots. And true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. On second down, it's Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
15 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit, so can you save now? This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay.